In the winding roads of Wales there lived a man named Jake, who lived for the thrill of his motorcycle. The wind in his face, the roar of the engine. It was his everything. He'd spend his weekends challenging anyone brave enough to race him, pulling wheelies that made onlookers gasp, and pushing his bike to its limits. One misty morning, Jake was doing what he loved best, racing through his favorite tunnel in the Welsh countryside. The familiar echo of his engine bounced off the walls, but something felt different. The tunnel seemed longer than usual, the darkness deeper, more intense. When he finally emerged into the light, Jake knew immediately that something was terribly wrong. The landscape wasn't the lush green hills of Wales. It was something entirely different. Before he could process what he was seeing, sirens blared, and he found himself surrounded by what looked like police officers. But their uniforms were unlike anything he'd ever seen. "Step away from the weapon," one of them commanded. Jake was bewildered. "Weapon? This is just my motorcycle." The officer's face grew stern. "Motorcycles have been outlawed here in Cretania for over a century. How dare you bring such a dangerous device into our realm?" Jake's mind was spinning. Cretania? But how are you speaking English? And why do you look human? The officer let out a knowing laugh that sent chills down Jake's spine. "Look human? You're the one who looks Cretanian. Every school child here knows we seeded Earth Planet 4367, your primitive world, eons ago. But what I want to know is how you managed to cross the dimensional barrier." I just rode through a tunnel," Jake stammered. "I need to get back home." The officer's expression turned grim. "I'm afraid that won't be possible. Bringing forbidden weapons into Cretania carries a minimum sentence of 40 years. Rules are rules." Back on Earth, Jake's disappearance became a local legend. People would drive past that mysterious tunnel, laying flowers at its entrance, wondering what happened to the motorcycle enthusiast who vanished without a trace. Some claimed they could hear the distant sound of a motorcycle engine on quiet nights, echoing from somewhere beyond our world. Years passed, and while theories circulated about Jake's fate, no one ever discovered the truth about the tunnel that led to Cretania, or the man who accidentally crossed between worlds on a morning ride that changed his life forever. Some say on particularly foggy mornings, you can still see tire tracks leading into that tunnel, but none coming out.